Isn't he cute? So cute. Let me just do a quick dip test here. Snoopy. So, with the Esterbrook Tools pen, maybe Charlie Brown wouldn't have been so frustrated. Each pen is especially designed to add vintage flair and Peanuts charm to every stroke of your pen. Well, hello everyone, welcome. I'm Katie. This is a Fountain Pen Awakening, and I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're doing super good. I am sitting out on my veranda today. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's been a little bit chilly around the edges, especially in the morning and the evenings. It's beautiful now, so I thought I'd sit out, hence why we've got this dappled lighting effect here. I hope it doesn't interfere with the visuals. So today I'm back with another video. And you all might be thinking, Kate, geez, you haven't been on for ages, and then all of a sudden you're hitting us with all these videos. Sorry. It's just that of late I've had more things to share, and I've bought a little bit more stuff, and this is a new pen date. So this is a pen that it was a little bit of an impulse buy, and it was because it was at a really, really good price. I was looking for other things on the website, and then I saw this on sale. It was a pen that I'd seen previously, but being a low buy year for me, I thought, oh no, yeah, it's just, this is more like a collectible item rather than a workhorse pen, so to speak. But I thought at this price, why not? I'll treat myself. Of course, I do have a second job now, so there's a little bit more financial leeway for me to purchase things. So I did obviously buy other things as well, not only the pen. I've got 2 inks, and these I bought to make Inaho, and that will be another video in itself. So I'm going to place this aside. Finally, I bought the nib to replace the broad nib in this Benu pen, and ta-da! Yay! I got the Peanuts Esterbrook Estie. This is a special edition for, I think it's the 75th anniversary of Peanuts. And, you know, I've kind of always been a fan of Peanuts, especially Snoopy. Sort of I grew up with that imagery. Snoopy was everywhere, to be honest with you guys. And when I saw this, I thought this would be super fun to have as a memento. So yeah, it comes in this cute little packaging, and then it's kind of like a little box you pull out like this, and you get the pen. It's really heavy because it's a metal pen. It is an Esterbrook Estie, but super, super heavy. Isn't it the cutest? I love it. And it's got this clip with peanuts on it. The finials are super nice as well. It says here, Peanuts, Pen Pal 75 for the 75th anniversary of the comic strip. I went to do a little bit of research, and it said that the guy who drew Peanuts, the comic strip, he used an Esterbrook pen to do his drawings with. So that's probably why they've had this commemoration of Peanuts. And then when you unscrew it, it has the nib, and on the nib it says, good grief, this is a fine. And it's got like the red grip section going on to the white, and then you have the black. So this piece here is metal. That's, I think, resin. That's resin, and then you've got the metal hardware. Got the clip, the finial here, the band, and the finial down here. So really, really cute. It comes with a little cartridge, and it comes with this cutest t-shirt. Look at that. They say that this is just to clean your pen with, a little t-shirt to clean your pen with. So I thought that was really really delightful. And because it was on sale, I thought I'd treat myself. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much this pen weighs. I did go on the website to have a look. All you need is love, a dog, and a pen. Agreed. That's the little instructions in there, or warranty. But I thought that was just the cutest, and I had to get that for myself. I'll just get rid of all of these. That's super easy to change for you of you that might not know. You just literally unscrew the nib in its little tiny section out of the grip, and then you just screw that in that part and you've swapped it out. So that's super easy, which I've already done. So I've already got my fine in there. I have inked it up to try out. And that's a thank you, happy July. That's from the Pulp Addiction, another place where I purchase my pens here in Australia. Let me just show you. As a comparison, let me just show you with the other Esterbrook Estie that I have, Blue Nouveau. So it is a little bit longer. Then that's the Esterbrook Junior. This is a Twisby Diamond 580. And this is a Lamy All Star. So all in all, it's just a little bit longer. But that's, I think, because of the design of the cap. If we uncap, let's have a look at the difference. Turn it around. No, it's still a little bit longer with this finial down here. The grip section is the same girth. This is the Junior. I'm just going to align them by grip section. So I think it is comparable to the Lamy All-Star. Yes, so it's exactly the same length as a Lamy All-Star uncapped. Now, I'm sorry I can't tell you the weight of this pen. I don't have the scales to show you that. But it is hefty. It's the weight's all in the cap realistically, because when you uncap it and you hold it in your hand, it feels quite balanced and quite comfortable. The body of the pen is metal, so that's what also gives it a little bit more of weight. So uncapped, it's exactly the same length as a Lamy All-Star. When it's capped, it just has that little bit more length to it than all the other pens that we have here on display. Let me just put those aside for a sec. Let's have a look with a Benu. Comparable to a Benu Euphoria. That's the length of it then. And just a little bit more heavier than a Benu. So isn't he cute? So cute. I love Snoopy. Let me just do a quick dip test here. Snoopy. So, becoming part of the Peanuts world has never sounded so fun. Esterbrook tools, perfect for any occasion, a pen for moments of glory, and for when everything goes wrong. Choose from our awesome selection of rollerballs and fountain pens. With the Esterbrook tools pen, maybe Charlie Brown wouldn't have been so frustrated. Each pen is especially designed to add vintage flair and Peanuts charm to every stroke of your pen. Cute. I'm not going to ink it up because I've got so many pens inked up at the moment that I just want to write, write them out. So I'm just going to do like a dip test to see how it writes. Now, the good thing about the Esterbrook Esties is that I can swap out the nibs because they are interchangeable with Jovo or Yovo nibs, and I have a few of those from my Just Turning pen, so I can, if I need to write with a cursive smooth italic, I can do that and just pop that in there. That's why I got a fine. It is a size 6 nib. So, Peanuts, Esterbrook. Cute. It writes really well, actually. I think this is a custom nib, so I don't know if it's a Yovo nib or not. I know that Esterbrook do use mainly Yovo nibs, I think, for their pens. Lazy dog. That's Snoopy. I love it. So it's got a fine nib, which is a size 6. So as you can see, it does, it's the same length as an Estie. I just feel that the resin body ones are much lighter. So I'm not quite sure how long I'll be able to hold this, because I do find this part of the pen a little bit, it's not back weighted, don't get me wrong, but I can feel the heft in it. That's why I say it's like more of a collection piece, maybe than like more than an everyday writer. I feel I just wanted to have it because it's just really, really cute. And as I say, I grew up with Snoopy, or more than the comic strip itself. Reading the comic, I grew up with the images of Snoopy. Snoopy at one stage was like on everything back when I was a teenager, and so it's just a little bit of nostalgia as well. And they do have Charlie Brown. They do have the 4 other characters as well. Charlie Brown. They have Snoopy and, oh my god, I've gone blank. And the 2 other. Anyway, you probably know better than me because you probably have seen this collection already. I haven't seen it on anybody's channel, to be honest. So I was quite surprised that I haven't seen anybody talking about these pens. The nib writes really well. And as I say, you can't go wrong with an Esterbrook Estie. They always behave really, really well. The ink that I'm using to dip it in is just one of my Kyo inks. This is the Stone Road of Gion. And there we have it, my friends. This is my new pen day. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section below if you have heard of this collection, this series, this collaboration with Esterbrook. Which one is your favorite character of the Peanuts collection? So thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this brief little video of my new pen. And please leave me a comment, or even just a like, a thumbs up would be great. And until my next one, Tavali. And if we want to see a writing comparison between Caviar, which is the Benu Euphoria, which is inked in iron ore, that's what that looks like. It's nice and juicy as opposed to how it looks like now. That's with the fine nib. I mean, we can't see that really well, but yeah, that's the difference.